I was reading my Wicca a day or a year and a day, and it said they suggest not to start between October 31st and February 2nd. I was just wondering why.
Okay. Normally, a lot of people consider this the dead time of the year, but in old world belief systems, it's also the darkness where everything begins. So our new year is Samhain, or Halloween, October 31st. And so this dark time is when you plant the seeds of growth. So in my way of thinking, although it is preferable following the book and the way the book is laid out, you hit your Sabbats in sort of close to the right time. But in my way of thinking, if you start on our new year in the dark, you're planting the seeds of all the things you're going to learn for that year and a day. So therefore, I don't think that it really would make that much difference. It's just aesthetics. Starting in February, you would be in line with what they're teaching on the Sabbats and that kind of thing. But you can definitely, like say right now we've got Imbolc coming up. So when you're in your book and you're reading along, you can go ahead and study the part on Imbolc. And you'll be kind of stepping in and out of the train of how things are put in there, but you're still going to learn them. And you can still continue on with everything else, all the meditations and learning about all the Sabbats. And then as we hit Sabbats, you can go ahead and touch on those. So I think it's perfectly fine to start in the dark time.
Okay.
And plant our seeds of knowledge and start things growing. In fact, I actually think it's kind of like starting on the waxing moon when you when things are picking up and growing. So I think it's perfectly fine. And the book she was asking about was Wicca Year and a Day, and that's what I suggest for everyone that studies or comes in asking for information. It's a very good beginner book because it explains everything. It doesn't leave you hanging and say, mention things that they assume you already know and leave out a lot of details. This book has all the details. It has all the correspondences, everything you need to know. So this is the book I recommend and the one she was asking about. And definitely, anytime you get it, you can start it. There's no really downtime. It's just the way the book is written. It's laid out to kind of start in that time of the year. But by all means, if you've got it now, get right in it. Dig in and start learning. Because you never need to wait to learn. Never.
Is this the class you're starting at the end of the month?
Yes, this is the class I'm starting on the 29th of January. That's a Sunday, and it'll be 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I will be going by this book. So if you have one, you can bring it with you to class and kind of follow along. Well, I guess that's all I have to say today. So, blessed be. See you.